Good evening, everyone. The time here is already midnight. Mhm. The time here is already midnight. We are now on August 19. Sorry, my live was interrupted by a network. Now we are now on uh, August 19, which is Wednesday. Yeah, it is Wednesday. It's already 12:22 in the morning. As you know, we have a time difference. So first of all, may I greet you a pleasant good morning to you, okay, or good afternoon whenever you are, and good morning to me here in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. Wilhelmina is an extension office of the seller from Conakry, Guinea, from Bamako, Mali, from Sierra Leone. Wilhelmina is the one who do the positioning to the global world about to secure supply. There's a saying, supply and demand determine the price. Now, as today, we are still on COVID-19. So there are so many unemployed, and this pandemic is really very cruel. So please take good care of yourself whenever you are. Here in Australia, we are locked down. Melbourne, I just watched the news last night. There are 28 people died on coronavirus. Mostly are elderly people. Their immune system is very weak. So in Brisbane, I live in north side. We're not locked down. In south side, I don't know if they have coronavirus. But we are lucky we are not wearing mask here. We are lucky, and the best country in the world is Australia. So that's the reason why I'm telling you, take good care of yourself. When you have a symptom like a flu or sore throat, take a medicine so that you will not go to coronavirus symptom. But anyway, Wilhelmina is here to update buyers around the world that we have gold and rough diamond. There's a saying, supply and demand determine the price, and he who has the gold makes the rules. So you follow the rules of the government, and you don't need to dictate the seller's procedure and a protocol. You need to follow the golden rules of buying these precious materials. Precious means there is a value. Now, Mr. Buyer, I know that you are really crying to buy gold for your business. Gold has many uses. As I've said to you many times that gold can make into wedding ring, gold can make into watch, gold can make into false teeth, industrial, jewelry, 99.99. Now let's talk about 99.99 and not 99, meaning to say 99 means refined. There is a serial number called 99.99. So you are buying unrefined, which is a Dore bar. Okay? Now that Dore bar can smelt into different uses. That Dore bar can smelt into 99.99. So don't be confused. There is no such broker explaining to you like this. Now this is my office. Can you see my office? I am the extension of the seller. I am not a broker chasing you, roaming around, chasing you. I'm not chasing you. I am here to tell the world that we have the supply. I am here to tell the world that we are now on the modern way of doing business. Social media is the most powerful tools to find supply. There was a buyer that he searched me on YouTube. He's an American guy, and this morning I interviewed him. That how did you find Wilhelmina? He was inquiring about rough diamond, and I told him, how did you find Wilhelmina? Wilhelmina, I found you on YouTube, and I click on the link to visit your Facebook page, and he was really impressed. And I told him why you become impressed. And you know what he said? He was been searching for supply for 6 months, and he was been offered a lot of fake offer, and he was not confident because the person who offered didn't show his face. And when he saw my video, he started to feel comfortable, and he made a phone call this morning. And I told him that I would be live uh, on Facebook around 8 o'clock in the evening. Now, it's already midnight. I extended my time because I'm waiting for a very big conference with a group, with a group of buyers. And I will see whether they are a buyer or not. So they make a reservation to have a live video call on WhatsApp, live video call. So I will listen to them whether they are really meeting the criteria. They already read the full corporate offer, but still they are hesitant a little bit. And I told him, okay, I would like to talk to one of your partner, whether your partner and me can meet into the middle. And I told them that the full corporate offer is really very concise and very simple. And if you pay attention, I do believe you're a buyer. If you don't read the full corporate offer, I wouldn't believe you're a buyer at all. There is a full corporate offer, Conakry. There is a link. You click that and you will redirect it. You will see Wilhelmina, everything, the full corporate offer. The carats, the purity, the origin, Conakry. Then you're going to click on Bamako, Mali, purity, exactly the same. The procedure is there. Yeah, you go through, take time, you watch the video so that you will learn what the country can offer to you. Then Sierra Leone, there's also a video. Take time, don't rush. There's a video on gold and diamond. Now, Mr. Buyer, as today the price fluctuate. Last week, the price of gold was down. Now, as you know that the price is ups and down, I'm going to go to the world market. Just a moment. Okay, the price of gold is 1,993.63. Now, I'm gonna write it down. 1,993.09. This is per ounce we're talking about. So, you multiply that. 1993.09 times 32.15 equals $64,000. Okay, this is the price. $64,000. This is on the world market. Now, our selling price, LBMA is 5%. Now, on every video, I always Saganti Menohar, good morning. Good morning to me, good afternoon to you. Where are you coming from, Saganti? Okay, thank you for time. Now, our selling price, the price of gold is 64, right? As today, 077. Okay, this is the price of gold, right? Okay. All right, this is the price on the world market. Now, our selling price less 5%. Minus 64,729.52. This is the selling price. Now, don't panic. You're going to say, oh, very expensive, Wilhelmina. Correct. It is very expensive. Now, don't panic because Wilhelmina is very kind and generous. I have the power to negotiate on your behalf. And I have the power to reject you as well. Now, I have the power to advise the seller to give you a very good leeway, means a very good price. But fair is fair. You will get the profit, and the seller also will get the profit to cover his expenses. Okay, profit and losses. He's going to pay his worker, so fair is fair. Now, the price of gold is Just a minute, I'm going back to the world market because it's changed time to time. Just bear with me. Okay. Okay, now it's down. 63,920.83. Okay, per kilo. Well, last night, yesterday, now we are now in the morning. This is 19th of August. I was talking a while ago, 19 or 18th of August. That was yesterday. Now, the price is 1988. So take advantage because the price of gold, it fluctuates. Okay? It fluctuates. Now, at the moment, the price of gold is 63,936. So don't bank on it because it fluctuates. Okay? Now, our selling price is less 5% on the world market. Now, that 63 or 64 on the world market, that is already refined. You are buying unrefined, which is Dore bar. From the dust gold is melt into bar, 1,000 kilograms in one bar. Alright? So gold has many uses. Either you buy to make into figurines. Either you're gonna buy to make into full step. Either you're gonna buy the gold to make into spare parts and mobile phone. There is gold, SIM card. There is a SIM card on Visa card. You know that Visa card? There is a SIM card. Just a moment, if I can show you. Yeah. See? There is a SIM card here. Yeah, this is the SIM card. Yeah. Yeah, here. The SIM card. Made of gold. See? I'm gonna cover this one here. There's a SIM card. See? So gold has many uses. So I'm just explaining to you on how this gold can make into different uses. Can make into necklace, can make into a bicycle, or can make into ball pen, make into different uses. So there are many uses. You are buying unrefined with these raw materials. Our selling price is spot price. Instead 63, our selling price less is 5%. Whatever the price of gold on the world market, we give you less 5%. However, Mr. Buyer, you're gonna say, oh, very expensive. I have less profit. Of course, when you buy less kilos, less profit. But if you increase your order, more profit. Something like that. However, Mr. Buyer, on every video that I have lots of video because I always live, I always update you guys. There is always room for negotiation. There is, but fair is fair. Now, on this video, after I left, because it's already midnight, I'm waiting for the group to have a conference with me because of the time difference. He said that he will call me in 1 hour. So I told him that I will extend another 2 hours. The time now is 12:35. So I will close 2 o'clock in the morning because we have a time difference. Here in Australia, it's already morning. It is already Wednesday. In your end, it's still Tuesday. So I'm very, very patient. I extended because they made a booking to have live video call conference. I want to meet them live. You know, today, you can do a conference by Zoom. Yeah, all the politicians have a conference by Zoom. I'm the one who introduced this. I'm the only person. You will never see anybody show her face on social media. Now, we are now on the internet superhighway. You are lucky to meet this beautiful lady, but very tough, very brutal. And if you muck around, you're gonna fail. Because this is real business. This is not fly-by-night business. I know that you are floating around from group to group, searching the best offer. There's so many offer, Mr. Buyer. Think about it. Someone offer you very cheap. Think about it. You will never get gold. I'm telling you. You're gonna be scam. The meaning of scam means you're gonna be deceived. You're gonna be manipulated, and you are deceiving yourself, and seller also deceiving himself. Both of you are deceiving each other. So don't let anybody deceive you. Don't, so that you will not be duped at the end of the day. Fair is fair. Talk to Wilhelmina. Just read the full corporate offer, and when you're ready, then you come for conference. When you come for conference, Mr. Buyer, I'm sure you fully understood. I'm sure. Don't come on conference that you don't understand. Don't. To me, you are not a buyer. You come on conference, meaning to say you read the full corporate offer properly. There's a Conakry. In this video, I'll put Conakry. I will put Bamako, Mali, and Sierra Leone. You click on the link, you will be redirected to Bamako, Mali. You will redirected to Conakry, Guinea. You will be redirected to Sierra Leone. I want you to take time to read. Take time, digest it properly. Because if you keep on asking questions, I'm telling you, my question back to you, how did you find Wilhelmina? Did you read the full corporate offer? And if you cannot answer me, believe me, you're going to be blood. You're going to be blocked. You will be removed from WhatsApp. You're going to be removed from my Skype. Now, there was a buyer. His name is Hoyla. He's an American guy. He came to chat with me, and he said he saw me on Facebook. And I told him, did you read? And he kept on asking questions. He doesn't know how to introduce himself. And he's hiding his picture, his face. His profile on Facebook is completely different. That person is a joker. Yeah? Mr. Buyer, don't muck around in this business. If you think you can buy gold very cheap, I don't think so. There was a lady that she wanted to buy gold. She's from Texas. And I interviewed her, and I asked her, be honest to yourself. How much money you have? He has only $10,000. And I told her, how did you be involved in gold business? And he wanted to earn a profit. I said, get out on this business. You have only $10,000. And she was being offered to travel to Ghana. I said, don't travel. You have only $10,000. You're going to be trapped. You will be trapped 100%. So she did listen to me, and she was very thankful. Okay, so Mr. Buyer, I know you want this gold business. This is a profitable business. Before you're going to be involved in buying gold, Mr. Buyer, whoever you are, you need to have a business registration, and you need to have an importation license to bring that to your destination. Without that, please, I discourage you not to be involved in this gold business. If you're gonna buy 1 kilo, it's not worth it for you. The minimum order is 10 kilos. You need to have a business registration. You need to have an importation license. Especially if you're gonna bring that to Dubai. Especially if you're gonna bring that to India. You cannot take the gold out of the country without importation license to bring that to your country. Here in Australia, our custom duty is 10%. So you need to do your homework. Do not ask Wilhelmina for advice, because I am not here to advise you. I'm not a babysitter. We are here to sell. Here's the product. You do your research. You read it. Do you think you can afford to pay? Are you a businessman? Do you have a substantial capital in your bank account standby? Then that's the time you come to Wilhelmina. Don't come to Wilhelmina if you're asking CIF. Don't come to Wilhelmina if you're asking SBLC or LC or Black Fund, because it wouldn't work at all. It wouldn't work. This is cash business. Gold is cash you're buying. Gold is money you're buying. So how could you make a credit for money? Gold is a solid cash, and your paper money has no value. So don't bother to come to Wilhelmina asking CIF. Don't bother to come to Wilhelmina conference and bring the gold to Dubai or bring gold to India. Don't bother, because it wouldn't work at all. Don't waste the time. I'm only dealing buyer that's really a real buyer. A real buyer knows how to introduce himself. Do not say hi, because my name is not hi. My name is Wilhelmina Ford. Introduce yourself after you read the full corporated in this video. Click below, subscribe on Facebook, and subscribe on YouTube, because this video would be on YouTube. Now, whoever watching me on YouTube, please listen very carefully. Read the full corporate offer. There's a saying, show more, click that. Then you will see all the requirement that you need when you travel. Now, Mr. Buyer, I'm going to recap that when you travel, you need Wilhelmina to be with you. Do not travel without any invitation. Do not travel without Wilhelmina. Why? You know, Africans are very hard to deal with. Africans are fickle-minded, like you do. But when you come with Wilhelmina, don't be fickle-minded. Fickle-minded means don't change the style. Do not change the procedure. You have to follow the procedure of the government. That is why I put everything on this video, the requirements that you need. The most important, the ASI report, the invoice, the ownership, the clearance from custom, and airway bill. You need to insure the good. So therefore, you have to have capital. Therefore, you need to have enough money. Because you need to pay the insurance, you need to pay the shipping cost. You taste the gold, there is a ASI cost $100 per kilo to that particular refinery. So after the ASI, then that's the time you transfer the payment bank to bank. Right beforehand, before you travel, you're gonna send me a letter of intent to purchase coming from you, that you are really a buyer. Introduce yourself. What requirement you need to secure. What carat, what purity. Which destination that you're gonna bring the gold. So that is how you're gonna introduce, not cut and paste. Because if you're gonna send me an LOI cut and paste, your LOI would be on the trash can. Do you understand what is the meaning? LOI means letter of intent to purchase. You are intending to buy. So therefore, you need to introduce yourself. Then, attention to Wilhelmina. Wilhelmina will determine which seller I'm going to put you after my validation. Without my validation, you will never get gold from us. When I'm satisfied, because I'm going to gather your information, your business registration, your importation license, your passport copy, and the proof of fund, your bank statement. That's all we want to know. So when Wilhelmina is happy, then I will advise the seller to send you a letter of confirmation of your order. So do you understand what I'm saying, Mr. Buyer? Everything is on this video. So I want you to take time, relax, digest it properly. You will never find a person who always be live, always update the price of gold. I am here to assist you. I am here. I am not here to dupe you. So do not dupe yourself, because you're going to be in trouble. So I am here to assist you so that you will get the supply. There are so many fake brokers online, and if gonna be rejected, then they're gonna say scam is scam. They are all scammers. They are, because they're hiding their faces. I'm not hiding their faces. Mr. Buyer, do you understand what is the meaning of scam? I will give you the definition, the meaning of scam. You are deceiving yourself. You are manipulating yourself. You're asking for cheap price. That is manipulation. You deceive yourself that you are a buyer, but actually you are not a buyer. And the seller also will deceive you. He will give you cheap price. He will deceive you. He will give you the price of 27,000. That is deceiving. And when you arrive on the destination, it's not 27. So they're gonna trap you in order for you to encourage. Don't do that, Mr. Buyer. Both of you gonna be in trouble. So you're gonna be scammed. And the seller who offer you cheap price is also a scammer. He's lying to you. That is the meaning of scam. So I hope you understand what I'm saying here, Mr. Buyer. Wilhelmina is telling the truth. Wilhelmina is guiding you so that you will not repeat the same mistake that you encountered before. You were being duped before, remember? I know, and I was also being a victim. When I was in Ghana, I was being screwed by the seller and the buyer. So that is the reason why I don't want to touch Ghana. I wouldn't. No matter how the seller asked me, Madam, please handle me. No, I'm not interested. I fired all of my sellers in Ghana. I fired Akobia. I fired General Field Mining. I fired MG. I fired AURUM Mining Company. So many. So if someone offer you, don't bother to travel to Ghana. I'm telling you, you will never get gold. Because the government is trying to implement that before you leave any country, the gold has to be paid in full. Any country, whether you buy gold in Ghana, Mali, Conakry, Sierra Leone, or anywhere. That is the rules of the government. You have to pay in full so that the seller can remit the valued added tax to his government, called cash inflow. Without the receipt of cash inflow that the seller will remit money to his government, you will never get the export documentation. You will never. There was a seller, I would not mention his name. He pretended to be a seller, and the gold belonged to the chief. And the buyer is trying to send money to pay the tax. Okay, so he was being, buyer and the seller from Dubai agree to pay taxes, but the seller, he doesn't own the gold. He's a marketer. So that marketer, he has a license to sell and he has license to export, but the owner of the gold belonged to the chief. So what happened? The chief didn't agree. So what happened to that seller? He ran away with the gold without knowing the chief. So now the buyer is waiting. In Dubai, the gold didn't arrive. So Mr. Buyer or Mr. Seller who's watching me, don't cut corner. You're gonna be in trouble and you're gonna be accused that you are a scammer. Yeah? So please don't do that, Mr. Seller. Whoever you are. Fair is fair. You make a price. You need to say, okay, this is my price. You pay the tax. Now, Mr. Buyer, come with Wilhelmina. You're not going to pay taxes. We waive the tax, but our price is premium. Our selling price is less 5%, tax inclusive. You don't need to pay taxes. We waive the tax. You still get the profit. Now, if I'm going to travel with you, because I do charge my extra service to accompany you so that you will not be disappointed, so that you will not be frustrated. I will give you back 3%. Why? Because I'm charging you my extra service. You know how much I'm going to charge? Come and see me on conference. I will tell you how much I charge you to cover my airline ticket, my hotel accommodation, travel insurance, food, and etc. I'm not going to travel for free for you. I'm giving you already free. Then this office of mine, you will learn a lot. So you're a winner. But when I travel, no, I'm not going to give you for free. You go to your solicitor's office. You're going to be charged. Me, when I call my lawyer, they charge me $250 just to make a phone calls. So now you ask me about my advice. No, I'm not going to advise you. You do your research before you come to Wilhelmina. Do the research. Why you want to buy gold? What is the purpose you want to buy gold? Why? Because I'm going to ask you, how did you meet Wilhelmina? Oh, I saw you, Willie, on YouTube and Facebook. What is the purpose that you're going to buy gold? What is the purpose? And if you cannot give me the answer to me, you are not a buyer. You are just time waster, pretending to be a buyer. Mr. Buyer, you should have much substantial money in your bank account to buy this gold. Our minimum order is 10 kilos. Yeah? And you need to have $500,000 in your bank account to buy this gold. If you don't have, and then you're going to say, I want to buy gold to pay taxes, no, it wouldn't work. You don't have the money. You are going to leverage. You are going to launder. Okay? You're a launderer. Then you're going to resell it to the refinery, and the refinery will pay you, and then you're going to pay the seller. You never know. You will run away. It happened to the seller. My seller in Conakry lost 24 million, you must remember, before I arrived last year. And I told my seller, why did you do that? Why did you give them CIF? When I arrived, I told my seller, from now on, do not believe on buyer. Do not. From now on, do not believe on buyer that asking CIF. Tell the buyer, good luck. Those buyer asking CIF is a bigger. Those buyer asking letter of credit is a bigger. Those buyer asking escrow is a bigger. Why? Why you gonna escrow the money? Gold is money. Show us. Come, inspect. You hear? You inspect. Let us assay the gold. And then when you get the assay report, okay, what would be the next? Because you have to pay. Yeah? Whether you like it or not. I'll give you an example, Mr. Buyer. You want to buy groceries, right? You want to buy food, milk, bread, banana, avocado, or spaghetti, or margarine. So the checkout will add all your order. Do you think the checkout will give you for credit? Huh? Tell me. Yeah, you're gonna have a credit when you have the Visa card. It's a credit, but you have the available fund on that Visa card. Though you're gonna use the Visa card to pay the groceries, then you're gonna pay the interest, right? You got my point, Mr. Buyer? Today, there is no free in this world, Mr. Buyer. You are just asking for free. You want a free ride. You want to get a profit without putting this one. Oh, that's the reason why you've been scammed. Yeah, that is the reason why. The gold will not come. Believe me, the gold will not arrive unless you pay the gold. You make a down payment. You travel, you inspect. Mr. Buyer, come with Wilhelmina. I can guarantee you, you will not fail. Because my transaction has been successful. I am with you, Mr. Buyer, from the day one to the end. That's why you are paying my extra. You are paying my extra service to travel with you. So therefore, I'm going to be with you from the day one of your arrival until the end that you're going to leave the country of origin. Ship the gold to your destination. Yeah? You inspect, then you pay. Bank to bank, Mr. Buyer. This is not for free. Gold is not for free. Mr. Buyer, I think I already explained it to you. So after you watch this video, right? Take time. I will put everything, the price of the gold. So I will also put the link on the price of the gold on the world market. You click it. Take time to scroll, digest it. When you are ready, you come back. Because Wilhelmina is not pressuring you. Wilhelmina is not forcing you to purchase. I'm not. This is my office. I am telling the world that we have the supply. We have the products. We are here to do business in a proper way. We are not fly-by-night business. Maybe you are a fly-by-night buyer, floating around. We don't do fly-by-night business. This is $500,000 you're buying. That is the reason so many buyers has been scammed. So many. Because of the cheap offer. So many. Yeah. That is the reason why, Mr. Buyer, you are paying my extra. I'm not asking you a commission. Extra means you need my services, right? You have to pay my services. I'm not paying my free services. I'm not. This video is already free for you. It's up to you to digest it. It's up to you to learn. This is already free. My appearance live on video is worth $1 million to you. Yeah? If you don't pay attention, you don't get the supply. So therefore, to me, you are not a buyer. You didn't convince me. So next time, Mr. Buyer, I remind everybody, don't be excited. When you come, you introduce yourself. Do not say hi, because my name is not hi. It's not. My name is Wilhelmina Ford. When you come to Skype and WhatsApp, and you're gonna say hi, I will delete you, because there's no point. You already know me. You come, and then you added me, and then you say hi. No, you have to introduce who you are. Okay? Because if you don't introduce yourself, automatically I'm going to block you. Automatically I'm going to remove you, because I don't have time to waste my time. My time is very important. And if you are watching me and you come for conference, you come to WhatsApp and Skype and introduce yourself, then you are important to me. If you don't know how to introduce, you are not important to me. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant good evening to you and good morning to me. The time here is almost 1 o'clock in the morning. We are now Wednesday, August 19.